We have been studying this Bodhipakya Dhamma with the passcode of 4445557 and 8. Now with that we have been working on and we have been discussing on. Now we come to the stage that it's like it's supposed to be smooth walking now. Now it reminds me when we go for a walk in Lokmik. So before you arrive the Lokmik lake itself, on the left-hand side you can walk up to the hill, right? Go up to the hill, and then it takes quite a while to go up. And then sometimes you may have this thinking, why I am climbing this hill? It's so hard, but you still go up. And once you arrive at the top, and after that, you don't have to put much effort because it's a flat, right? Because it's a flat. Now you can enjoy the view, you can enjoy the weather, if that's the sunshine, and then you can enjoy this walk. And after that, you can walk as long as you want without any troubles because the flat. So you have to be very conscious that how long you're going to go for a walk. And with that, again, you have to know that where to turn around and then or where to turn back from the same pathway. So similarly, in the practice of a mindfulness meditation, according to the practice, the practice of the Bodhipakya Dhamma, it's like this 444 and the first 5 is like we are climbing up. And with the doubts and with the, okay, I must do it, with the doubt, no, lazy, no, I must do it, and then go on. And walking uphill. And then now, when the first 5 completes, then that means like we have arrived the patio now. We have completed the journey of going up in the hill. Now we are on this flat surface now, a flat field or a land. And after that now, we have a full confidence that the path that I am taking is not wrong. And then the energy that I am applying, there is a steady energy going on. And then the mindfulness of these things, what's happening around, becomes more firmly established. So mind becomes more calm, more peace, and that is the stage we come. So that is the second 5. Second 5. In that stage, so there is less craving about essential pleasures. Oh, why I am here torturing myself? Should have stayed in my couch and watching this wonderful movie. That sort of a thought's gone. Right? And that sort of a thought's gone. And there is no laziness now anymore. So you will be, enjoying the view, wonderful. So there's a constant energy being applied now. You're not going to stop. You will be enjoying the view and you can walk and walk and walk. And you forgot that you are on this walk. You have to come back. Right? So that's why the mindfulness comes here now. How long do you have? So mindfulness is strong enough to make a judgment that, okay, this far I can walk today, or this far I have to walk and then return back so that I can come back to the car park before the dark. So that's a mindfulness, firmly established, no doubt at all. And then each step that we are taking, it becomes so calm, so enjoy, so peaceful. It's just like a wonderful, it's a relaxation. And then it's like over the moon, nothing to worry about. It's like in heaven. So that's the stage that we come. So that's called the samadhi, the bala. So the powerful samadhi is there. And this powerful samadhi is alone not enough. Sometimes it can lead us to like, I want to be here. But we have to come back to the reality that I have to come back home and next day I have to go to work. So that we have to know this wisdom. There's a power of the wisdom, the understanding the reality that, okay, these are the things like this, but I have some duties, I have some responsibilities, I have to know what's going on, what should I do next. So that is the wisdom part. So these are the five balas. So the powers becomes firmly established, and we can continue practicing meditation, and then further on we will get more benefit out of it. Okay? So I offer this as a reflection for today, and let's practice meditation. Right, so in that case, then I will further elaborate on the second fives. So the second fives, as we know, the first one is a saddha, or English translation is a faith or confidence. Second one is virya, which is the effort or the energy. The third one is a sati, or mindfulness. Fifth one is samadhi, or concentration. And the last one, the fifth one, is the wisdom, or the panya. And the same principles is the first fives. The first fives is known as the faculties, whereas the second one is known as the power. And this is simply because now we have no confusion in it. Whenever we are meditating or in the process of meditating, at that time our mind is not distracted by the cravings or a desire that more into the entertaining our senses. So straight away mind is zoned in, or mind is like a settled towards the practice of a mindfulness meditation, like towards the breath. So automatically bringing the primary object up to the level that rather than thinking of something just had happened or was about to do, so mind is absorbed on the primary object. So the primary object becomes quite a good refuge at that time. And then another perspective here, the second, the energy or the effort, that initially any distractions, so our intention is to pay attention to the primary object and get the calmness of the mind so that we can feel calm, peace and happiness. Now, whereas in that practice, whenever something happens, the so-called distractions, and those distractions, normally we treat it as unwholesome disturbances. Now, this is disturbing my peace, kind of thing, and this is disturbing my calmness, like that. So initial stage is like that. So that's why what we normally do is I don't like these distractions. Whenever it comes, and we try to push hard and put it away, and struggling to come back to the primary object as soon as possible. And then if we can't come back, the mind just goes on, and then we're thinking that, oh, why this is, why that is, and I am supposed to be meditating, I'm supposed to be observing this breath, now I can't do it. So then that meditation becomes a horrible meditation, which oftentimes when we ask someone, how is your meditation? It's horrible. And then if I ask, can you describe? Then saying, oh, I've been this, I'm thinking that, can't concentrate on the breath or something like that. So that's called the unwholesome mental state towards the distraction. Whereas now in this stage, distraction becomes friends. Distraction becomes something that's helping us to grow. So this is the mental state, that is the kusala or the wholesome mental state now. So we have no resentment to any distractions. Whenever this distraction comes, there comes. There comes, right? So the energy here is fully charged. It's not like a security guard is sleeping and then what happened? Not like that. It's like a full on, seeing everything what's going on. So that is and with that obviously the mindfulness also becomes a sharper. And this mindfulness becomes such a sharp that there is no so-called mudu. As mind is never been lethargic, mind will never been bored, mind will never been complain, kind of a mental state. There is no complaining about anything. Everything becomes just a natural phenomena. It's a rise. It's okay. It doesn't last long. It's gonna go anyway. So why worry? Kind of that state. So mind is fully aware of what's happening and then not attached to it as it is there. So observe, okay, that's fine. So that's why I come up with this simile of a postman, because I have seen the postman comes and then it goes. And sometimes he knocks the door and then we take things and then off you go. We never give him a cup of tea. So that mindfulness is like that. So it becomes such a stage that things happen, okay. And sometimes when things happen, you have this mind that inside's boiling and there's you're very angry, you're very anxious, and then dissatisfied with something that's happening, and the mind is just boiling there, and then you and then realize, okay, it's okay, and then it's just gone, like that. So, and with this mindfulness now, this mindfulness is interesting to ponder on actually. It's like you have like a sealed, right? You're having armor sealed, always protected by things. So in that case, what's happening here that whenever things coming through our senses at that time, just like touches and then drops, touches and then it drops. And you see the connection, it touches, and you see it drops. And then that dropping, your mind is just like, okay. Like that stays. Now with that stage, sometimes now mind goes into such a calm, a peaceful state, like nothing is happening. The mind is just resting there and just absorbed, and that nothingness is something that is we automatically creates that, this is such a wonderful, I want to be in there. So that sort of a mindset can create too. But here, in this stage, we are not having that. It's simply straight away, samadhi or this concentration becomes so strong that as soon as we sit and then we take this object on and then bang on, mind simply rests there. Mind simply rests there. And this resting mind here, now suppose if we haven't understood or we haven't developed this, what happens is that our faith or confidence stays up to the level that I still want to be happy, I still want to be rich, a kind of thing. So that's why, um, you may have seen in the practice of study and a practice, we have a very few traditional Buddhist attend. That's simply because they have a great faith, and that faith is simply preserved or limited on the offering the dana, so giving, hoping. So there's a craving comes, right? Hoping that after I have given this, I will be rich, I will be prosperous, I will be reborn in the heavens. If I die, at least I will come back as a human, and then when I come back as a human, then I will have a comfortable life. So that's a desire there. So with that desire, the concentration is limited onto that, and as a result, there is no wisdom arises. Wisdom doesn't come. The panya hasn't been developed. And then even the practice of a sila, the ethical practice, simply becomes the level of that when you practice the sila, next life when you're reborn, you will be handsome or you will be beautiful. So you will have a good face, or you will have a good teeth, you will have a good hair, you have a good body, and then you will be reborn in the heavens, like that. And then you will be limited to on that practice. So with that, then the concentration is just limited on that stage, not towards the development of the panya or the wisdom or towards the liberation. So in this case, whereas in that, once we have come up to this stage, now the mind is not limited to those, but not excluding them. Not limited, but not excluding them. It's a path that we follow, but in the meantime, we're further on. That, okay, this is not the end. So we have to develop further on to understand our own mental state. And when we dive into the mental state, then we realize the nature of impermanence there. The wisdom gradually develops. And this wisdom here is something that comes from the direct experience of the phenomena that we have experienced during the meditation, as they truly are, not as we want it to be. And also as not as that we conceptualize into certain narratives. Sometimes we want to satisfy by referring to other people, other writers, other teachers, and then quoting that, oh, they have said this, they have said that, they have said this, onto this particular theme or onto this particular story or the experience. So that must be true. So you are taking those references to satisfy your experience. Actually, that is not how it should be. Because experience is the experience here, what you are experiencing, not because of what they have said. Now, this is called the reasoning and then believing. So that is not the panya or the wisdom here we are talking about. We're talking about the personal, direct experience that we have experienced here and now, and having a right understanding of it without putting into any concepts and any narratives. Just the pure knowledge, pure understanding. This is just this is. It's like I've been watching this short clips on the mental health, and then in that mental health, this I forgot the name for that. It's just stuck in my throat. What disease? Mental difficulties that Ajahn Bob had, Gavin? ADHD. So ADHD people, they are focused on something and they are fixed on it, right? So they are on that, and then cannot stay, or cannot stay with the one thing for a long time. And then that is the problem for them, right? Whereas in the practice of a meditation, our mind becomes like that, but not constantly moving like that. Once you have interest on certain things, and that ADHD will be completely absorbed on that and understood that completely. But after that, you just gone, and then never been interested on that at all. Will not come back. So similarly, the stage of the mind, our mind comes to such a state, the wisdom, that we have the full understanding of a certain phenomena is there, and then after we have understood that phenomena that arose without having any concept on it or a narrative on it, then next time when it comes, why? Why bother? Why bother? It's okay. It's come back and then go again. So like that. So that wisdom arises. So with that arising of wisdom, gradually what comes that there will be like, it's okay. So like a tasteless food that you're eating. There is no taste. You're just taking it simply for the sustaining of this body. So similarly, like everything that you come across, you just observe that as a part of your life, and that's it, gone. So with that, this been 1 week or 1 or 2 weeks now, I've been reflecting on the different elements that we have, particularly like so there are 6 elements normally said, but the main elements are 4. Now, these are 4 elements, even in a scientific way, explains that it was and it is and it will be, never been expanded, never been more or less. It was the exact amount that we have. It just expands and then contracts and then it dissolves. So with that, whatever we are actually having this, or the water that we drink, or the food that we eat, once upon a time, long time ago, probably that was a dinosaur's poo. Isn't that disgusting? When we think about that. Yeah? So it went like, let's say a dinosaur died, and then it became evaporated into the water, went up to the sky, and then it fall in the water. So the circulation is there. So entire world, entire cosmos probably, let's say not go to the cosmos, just go to this world. It's basically, it's in a cycle. And the 4 elements that we have actually is a part of it. And the water that we are drinking is basically the cycle. So once upon a time it was dinosaur's poo. Isn't that amazing, right? So with that, when you look at that, even just to think, we feel disgusting. So with that, the at least slightly, a small level of a detachment arises in our hearts and in our mind, that this body I should not be attached to, right? Because this is also made of this, maybe dinosaur's poo or urine, or maybe chimpanzee or whatever you call it, right? They're something that, so it's a part of it. Why worry? All what we need to be mindful that, okay, as long as I am in this body, I look after as much as possible to sustain and maintain this life, and be happy with it. So enjoy life before this aggregate dissolves, and then let this mind be free that one day I have to let go. And then this concept, whenever we feel ill or sickness, here comes the signal, signs of impermanence, that I have no control over it. Now eventually I have to give this back to this earth, to somebody, pass on to somebody. Then why worry? So with that, so mind becomes kind of very dispassionate, in a sense that enjoying, not dispassionate in a negative way, but dispassionate in a way like enjoying. And everybody becomes a part of us, right? As I am drinking the water, so same others are drinking the same water, the dinosaurs poo, right? And then the same body again will pass on to somebody else. Maybe it's to the tree, maybe it's to the Buddha, this statue, or grass, or mountains, or other animals. So we are part of it, then why worry? Right? So with that, the mind becomes such a, in a liberated position, liberated state. And mind is just like, oh, wonderful. So everything becomes like, oh, wonderful. Okay? So that's the wisdom part that will come. Now, I think I will stop here. Yeah? So these are the 4 powers that develops after we have gone through these triple 4 and then double 5. So with this now, let's practice loving kindness meditation to finish off. Unless you have anything you want to share or question? No? Sorry?
Silent retreat that you mentioned in Boxing Days. So like 4-day one or just
We will have 1 week.
1 week whole day, like
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's practice loving kindness meditation. So reflect a few moments on tonight's discussion on the 5 powers. And that is saddha, or the faith, confidence, virya, the effort or energy, sati, mindfulness or awareness, samadhi, concentration or calm abiding, and a wisdom, the panya, discerning knowledge. Now I will practice loving kindness meditation, so relax yourself and spend some time on the breath. sensations in your body. Whatever sensations are there, just objectively observing them. And bring that attention to your hands. Feeling the sensations in your hands and to your heart. Feel the beating heart and generating loving kindness and compassion to yourself. And allowing yourself to be happy, at peace, and free from suffering. And mentally, you may recite, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be free from suffering, may I be liberated, liberated. Similarly, sharing a loving kindness and compassion to all other sentient beings, starting from their dear one. Whatever beings there are, visible and invisible beings in this room, in this city, in this country, on earth and in the universe. And whatever beings there are, may they be well, may they be happy, may they be peaceful, may they be free from suffering, may they be liberated, liberated. attention back to your hands. Feel the sensations in your hands. And to your body. Feel the sensations in your body. And to your eyes. Creating intention to come out from the practice as you hear the gong and reflect for a few moments. Let's cultivate the loving kindness practice. May I abide in well-being, in freedom from affliction, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may I maintain well-being in myself. May everyone abide in well-being, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may they maintain well-being in themselves. May all beings, wherever who like us experience aging, illness, and death, be free from enmity and danger. May they live in peace and safety. Be free from mental and physical harm. May they be free from ill will and hatred. Be free from suffering, fear, and distress. May their bodies and minds be at ease. May they care for themselves with wisdom. May they maintain their happiness and well-being. To those who are suffering, may they be released from pain. May they find healing, happiness, and peace. To those who are already well and happy, may their well-being grow and continue. May their joy deepen and expand. To all beings seen and unseen, whether born of the womb, from eggs, from moisture, or spontaneously arising, may they rejoice in the merits we have generated on this occasion, and may they ultimately attain the supreme peace of Nibbana. Nibbana pacayo hotu. May this be a condition for the attainment of Nibbana. Sadhu, 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 anumodami. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhaṃ Bhagavantang Abhivademi Sawakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Subhadipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sanghang Namami.
With the respective minds together 3 times. Anjali Vanha. Anjali Vanha.